What's up everyone? So today I'm down at Audi Greenville and behind me is my loaner car for the next 24 hours. This is a 2018 Audi A6. So my car is currently being worked on by the guys here at the dealership. Make sure you check out that video down below as I have this car for the next 24 hours. I'm gonna go ahead, might as well make a review video out of it. So make sure you check out the other video. All right, so first time behind the wheel of the A6. It really reminds me a lot, oh, the engine start button is on the other side. So it really reminds me of the S5 that I drove a while back, the S5 Sportback when that came out. Everything is so upscale and premium feeling with all the black leather. The leather wrapped steering wheel feels so good. It is completely different than my R8, that's for sure. With the screen up front, you have, or the center screen I should say, with all of the controls in the center. Comparing it to my R8, it's a lot quieter. You can hear a lot more in my car, especially since the engine is right behind you. But this is so smooth, I can barely hear these cars coming up and passing me. In the couple miles that I've put on the car so far, it really is a smooth and comfortable ride. The seats are kind of just basic leather seats. They really don't have any bolsters to them. It's not a car that you really need them in either, but they're really nice. The steering wheel, I wish you guys could feel this. It is very smooth black leather. I really like having my hands on either side. It's just so comfortable to hold. And then the gauge setup is really nice. It doesn't have the virtual cockpit that some of the other vehicles are having now, but everything is super easy to read with your tach on the left, your speedometer on the right. I'm sure there are some more settings on the inside screen that I just haven't been able to mess with yet. And then as far as visibility goes, there's really not a blind spot over that right shoulder. Over your left shoulder, you can see out of that glass. It really is open in here. This one has the sunroof, so I have that open just to give me a little more light. As a daily driver, I could definitely see this being very comfortable. It's just almost just a normal sedan. It's got plenty of space in it. I believe the back seats fold down as well. Let me go to the car setting real quick. Well, we have comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual. So I am in auto right now. Let's switch it to dynamic. I've now been in the car about a half hour and I've had it in manual mode here on this nice back road. I gotta say, these paddles are very instant when you click on them, shifting into the next gear. For a car that's not designed for the track or really back roads, you could take it on some back roads, but they are super responsive if you want to have a little bit of fun with it. With that 3-liter V6, we'll just give it a little bit of gas, nothing too crazy. Just about 4,000 RPM. It picks up. It's very smooth in the shifts. You don't feel any jerks or anything. It's very nice up to speed, very smooth. It's almost designed just to be a good touring vehicle, something that is going to be smooth. You're going to enjoy the ride while you're in it. And I've definitely enjoyed it for the last half hour, 45 minutes or so. Alright guys, so it is day 2. It's my morning drive to work. It's raining again today, so I get to see how this drives in the rain. So I'm sitting at a stoplight right now, about to merge onto the highway. I was looking up stats last night on this car. This one does have the 3-liter V6, so it puts out 340 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque, which is the larger engine option that you can get. You can opt for a 2-liter turbo, and with those engines, the prices on these range from about the middle $40,000 range to middle $50,000 range. And while I'm at the stoplight again with my foot on the brake, it has the cylinder deactivation, so it just shut off. I put my foot back on the gas and I can take off. I'm up to speed very easily on that. It's super smooth again. You don't feel any jolts or anything in the shifts. You can't even tell that it's shifting, to be honest. One thing I haven't gone over yet is the exterior on this car. When I parked it in that parking spot last night, just looking back at it, as I was walking away and staring at it out the window, this is a very sharp looking car. I couldn't get over how well it looks. I love the gray color. The wheels on this, I'm not sure if these are the standard wheels or if these were optional. They are 19-inch. I think standard wheels come 18/8, but these wheels look very good. I like how well they match with the exterior color. It's a really nice setup on the outside. And then again on the inside, I've already mentioned that everything is leather. or has this kind of wood grain-ish texture running along the dash, and the center around the shift knob, which looks really cool. It's a good design all around. As far as this being a daily driver, since I'm able to take it to work and back to the dealer and just drive it around, I'm putting about 70 miles on it in the 2 days that I have it. So it's giving me a good experience to see what it's like as a daily driver. You definitely have plenty of room on the inside, and even looking back, this is a 5-seater. You can definitely have plenty of room for that middle person in the back seat. The seats fold down, they're a 60-40 split, and then there's a huge trunk, which will give you plenty of room. This isn't the Sportback, which would fit a little bit more, but you still have plenty of space in here. I noticed on this trip to work that the button to open and close the nav screen is actually located to the left of the driver's side air vent, so you can just push on that to open and close the vent. It was kind of hiding from me yesterday as I kind of figure out a few more of the buttons. This has memory seat adjustments, all your lumbar support, the dual zone climate control. You have your traction control, your parking sensors. Again, this has the engine deactivation when you come to a stoplight, and that button, you can actually turn that on and off. It's located right down above your AC controls. Coming up to a little S-curve now. It feels so planted. There's not much body roll. This car weighs about 4,000 pounds, so it's not on the light side, but I think it carries that weight very well, especially with accelerating and decelerating. It's a super smooth ride, as I've said before. Coming to the last turn before I get to work, I'm gonna punch it just a little bit. You can hear the exhaust a little bit. Again, it's not too aggressive, but it sounded good. So this has been my drive into work. It's been a really fun car to be behind the wheel. First time that I'm driving it, of course. But I like everything about it so far. It's been a nice ride. Nothing's been hard to do or get used to. That's what I like about Audis. They're pretty much identical on the inside across all the models, just depending on what year that you get. Obviously much different than my 2010 R8. Alright guys, so I'm on the last leg. I just left work. I am on the way down to the dealership. My car is ready for me to pick up. And when you know it, the sun has come out. There is no more rain, which is nice. So it's good to just drive this out in some normal weather now. And one thing I wanted to mention before I give this car back is how well I think the interior is going to hold up. Coming from my 2010 R8, the interior in that for 8 years old does not look dated at all. The screen is a little bit smaller than what you get in some of these newer cars, and it doesn't have the virtual cockpit, which I believe is only like 2 years old in the Audis, I think. But that interior has aged very well along with the outside of the car. But this car inside and out looks really nice. It's not going to age at all on the inside, I don't think. Everything is very nice, premium feeling. So it'll definitely last you a long time. The quality is very upscale for this car. For the price, you're definitely getting a very nice everyday sedan. Like I've said, it's very comfortable to drive. The seating position is nice to be in. You have a lot of room. The exterior looks, I think the wheels are my favorite part on the outside again, but everything just about this car, it's really fun. I'm glad I've been able to drive this for the last 24 hours. Really, I've put about 70 miles on it, so it's not just around the block or anything like that. It's been a comfortable daily driver for going to work, being stuck in a little bit of traffic, and now on the highway cruising all the way back to the dealership. So I've been in stop and go traffic for the last 10 or 15 minutes now, and I'm averaging 31.2 mpg right now. I have probably another 5 miles of this to go, but that's pretty impressive for this. I'm not even coming to a complete stop, so that's not including the engine shutting off and starting back up again, just on the brakes, on the gas, on the brakes, on the gas. I'm just ready to get back to get my car, but just wanted to share that with you guys on the MPG. If this was a daily driver, still getting over 30 in this stop and go. So I am almost back to the dealership now. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, getting to check out this 2018 Audi A6. Again, I think it's been a great car to have for a loaner while my R8 is down at the dealership. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. I'll have a link to the video in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next video.